I'm Trish. Welcome to Trish Italian Style. So, today I am making angel hair pasta with marinara in a delicious savory sauce that's quick and easy. So the first thing I'm going to do is heat my pan. Angel hair pasta takes about 4 to 5 minutes to cook. I'm going to show you how quick my sauce is going to take exactly the same time. Delicious sauce. Can't beat delicious tomato sauce. I have my water boiling. I'm going to add some salt. I'm going to add a little bit of salt. I am using organic sauce. And what I like to do with this recipe is I like to actually season my water with Italian seasoning. And the reason why is because I put some parsley in the water. I also put some parsley in my sauce. Let me put this on a little bit higher. And I'm going to put my Italian seasoning. And the reason why I do this is because it actually, flavors the water. And so ultimately that flavors your pasta. So I just put some Italian seasoning. I also put it a little bit of a generous amount here. I want to add a little bit more parsley. Now this is a little bit different than my traditional marinara. I put parsley. I put a little bit of basil. So if you like your sauce seasoned, then these are the ingredients I would recommend. And of course you can use a fresh parsley and fresh basil. Okay, let's get this going. I've got this on high. It's going to take a few minutes. In the meantime, I am going to get my pasta ready. I use Di Chico. I love this pasta. I think it's the best, in my opinion. Of course, everybody has their own opinion about what sauce they like to use. And marinara sauce can be any which way you want. I'm going to add a little bit of grated cheese. Just a little bit right now. Kind of get that heated up. Again, get all the flavors heated up together. And you can smell how delicious and fragrant this smells. So it's starting to bubble. I'm going to add my sauce. I am using 1 can, so I am using a small pot. Can you see all that flavor? Now in all my sauces, you have to incorporate the oil with the sauce. Now because I'm making this super fast, my regular marinara probably takes about 10 minutes, 15 minutes at most. But since I'm making this just the same amount of time that my angel hair pasta is going to be ready, I'm going to incorporate this. And as I'm incorporating it, you can see how much thicker the sauce is. Can you see? It's so much thicker. And you're incorporating all of that flavor. I know it takes a little bit of work to do this. You're kind of just really going around the edges and kind of grabbing the oil and just incorporating it in without spilling it over like I just did. Because normally I let that oil sit on top of my sauce, as you've probably seen in my previous videos. And then I kind of just put it on a very high boil and let it incorporate itself that way. Oh my gosh, it smells delicious. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly cover this. I've got my flame on high. meantime, I'm going to put in my angel hair pasta. Now, what I normally do is I break this. I break my angel hair pasta. I'm not going to do it here because it's going to make a mess, but I do it over the sink. And I break it into 3. So you see how small it is? And what I also do is add a tiny bit of olive oil into the boiling water so that the pastas don't stick. My grandmother taught me that. And I'm just going to mix that together. I'm going to put my timer on for 4 minutes. Now in the meantime, this is on a high boil, and I'm going to do a little bit of cleanup. You can hear the sauce. The sauce is starting to bubble because it's on high. Now again, when you use 1 can of sauce, okay, which 1 can pretty much can feed 2 people. There's really two pasta dishes from 1 can. We like to have a lot of sauce on ours, so if you don't like a tremendous amount of sauce, then you certainly can probably have 4 dishes of pasta with this amount of tomato sauce, just with 1 can. It's really economical. I buy the case at Costco, and I think it's like $9 or $10, and there's 12 cans. So you really get like a use out of it. But anyway, when using 1 can, now that I got it on a high boil, I am going to put it on a low heat. I just need it to boil just to heat it up because and incorporate those fragrances and all those herbs that we've put in. So I'm going to put this on low and let it just simmer while my pasta is cooking. I do stir my pasta. I want to make sure that the angel hair is not sticking to one another. If you don't break it up early, even though you put the olive oil in it, there still may be big chunks, and what happens is those chunks, like, they bond together and then they don't really come apart. So it's important to do a stir when you're using any type of spaghetti. Angel hair are the thinnest type of spaghetti. The water that it's boiling in just smells delicious. And I'll just show you, that's the water. And that's because I've got all of those seasonings in there. So you see the water isn't even clear because of the seasonings. So this just puts a bit of added flavor into your pasta. And I would recommend this type of pasta and marinara on someone who is really enjoys a heavy season in their tomato sauce. So I'm just gonna give this a little stir. And again, I have this on simmer. And this is like, it's so thick, but it's delicious. And I'm gonna just keep incorporating that oil. I usually do that at the end, but again, because I'm trying to cook this quickly, and I just wanted to show you that you can make a mess at the same time. No, you can, I always make a mess. I am a very messy cook. And look at this. 1 minute left to cook the pasta. I'm gonna get my strainer ready. You can add more cheese in here if you want. The only thing is that if you add more cheese, what's gonna happen is that it's gonna become very cheesy tasting. And if you like it that way, then by all means, put more in here. It's also gonna make your tomato sauce lighter, but that's okay. I like to put some cheese in here and then put some cheese also when I'm finished, which I'll show you in a few seconds. Let me get my strainer. As my pasta is almost done. And this is, I have a non-stick pan, so this is not going to burn or stick or anything else like that. It's just that this is very hot stove. So I'm actually going to turn this off because as you can see how it's smoking, my timer is done. You strain my pasta. turn off my timer. Make sure you drain all the water out of the pasta. That's very important. You don't want watery pasta. Can you see how much water is still coming out? You have to shake it. Let me move this off. See, the water is still coming out. Spaghetti holds a lot of water. So once you get all that out, I'm going to place the pasta in the bowl. I just didn't want to dump it from there to there and it'd be splattering all over me. So I put it here. And we're going to incorporate the sauce into the pasta. This is the best way to marinate. And let that all blend together. Angel hair pasta is very soft. I'm just gonna put it in my bowl, as you can see. So you can see you definitely can get, this is a really big bowl, so you definitely can get multiple dishes. I'm gonna add some grated cheese on top. And in 4 minutes, you have delicious pasta ready to go, minus a little bit of messes. Thank you, and see you on the next show. Enjoy.